Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's good to be back here. I completely forgot where we left off yesterday. I know it was something to do with creating the course. Uh, oh no, it was creating the tags. That's what we were doing. Creating the tags. Uh, Things aren't compiling. So let's see. What did I screw up there? Unresolved import, create pages tags. Oh, expected identifier integer on build. Okay, so on pages and tags, that's not compiling. So let's go to tags. Oh, well, that would definitely do it. Oh, okay. All this tech stuff. I don't want any of you. Oh, you don't recognize. Okay. So you're taking a little while to load. Okay, so what do we got here? So, there we go. Okay, so we have build at the end. We have tag. So card data. Oh, right. So we have a tag potentially. I guess these are all tags. So let's do tag. You need to be a BB tag. So thinking about this makes me kind of wonder if I should put the tags in the YCL. Then it can have just like tags. Do an into maybe. Oh, actually, I have tags over here, don't I? I don't have any actual like tags. So we just have this come in as ID and name, and that's it. Okay. So I want you to be the name most likely. So this would be, we have the course. This is for each course. Oh no, this is for each card. So we're iterating through courses store. This is not, yeah, this is tag, each tag. So we're going to have tag.name. We're not taking ownership of it, so we probably need to clone it. Let's see. Oh, we do have tags in there. Okay. Oh, I call them just tags. Not okay. So what I probably want to do is have this. Do I want to create this from? I want to create this from, or maybe like right now. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure how I want to use this yet. So let's do a from. So from stir. Oh, and you know what? We can, just in case, we can to lowercase this. To lowercase turns that into a string. No matter what, it turns into a string. So then I want to do an as-stir again. Okay. So you're going to be Node.js becomes self Node.js. You of course we have unknown. I almost need to have an unknown in here. So unless I do a try from might work. But if I do an unknown tag, it's probably fine. But I kind of am leaning towards recreating the tags here as like BB tags and then matching what we have in a database. That might be nice. Okay, so have you. All right, well, to use you, we need to go back to cargo. Okay, so tag is now going to be. All right, so we have that tag. I want a tags. Okay, I want that tag. Oh, we have. This is going to make it really confused. Can I change you? Not really. B4141, hello. How are you doing today? I'm doing okay. I'm a little tired. It's been what is it? What am I thinking of? Oh, yeah, I was up way too late last night. Uh that's why I'm tired. Okay, so let's do foundations tags. Yeah, I will. It just does mean that I have some more interesting sort of like thoughts where I just get distracted really easily. The learning looks cool. Is it a library for you or something custom wrapper? Are you talking about the text, like the chat up above? Also, hello Spanish pair. From let's do wait, no, I can do an into, right? I think I can do an into from this, right? Okay. So we have tag build text. So the text is going to be the alert dispatch message. Oh, this thing. Okay. Sorry. I thought you meant something on the stream. You're talking about in Yew. We have this alert dispatch message here. It is no, this is a custom. So I created a builder. Well, let's go over it one at a time, right? So this is Yew.rs. So Yew.rs is a centralized store library for you. So that's not something I created. But then inside of it, so I do a reduce mute, and then I destructure it so I can just get access to the point of memory, and I replace it wholesale with the results of a builder struct that I did create. So this one is I just run this, I just write this, and it creates like a new whatever I want to. I am using this like 90% of the time for warnings and errors. So I am thinking about replacing some of like the icon with like a default one. Then I don't have to set it every time. And then the alert type, the same thing. Because so far it's been fairly consistently used for errors. It's something to display a toast alert to end users. You've also been watching not long. Well, I guess welcome to chat. Yeah, so I do have that. It displays up here. So I'm trying to remember where. I don't. Yeah, it's like I don't have anything displaying right now. Perhaps when I create a tag, we will have something show up there. Uh, the only other thing I can think of is like if I turn off the database, because if I turn this off, that would certainly cause an error. Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it in a little bit. I don't know if we'll get to it today, but eventually. But okay, so I've been fond of the builder pattern, but I'm I want like slightly better visibility into like what's available next for like my methods and help with that. I should probably, if I added in more documentation, that would help, wouldn't it? Because then I would see the documentation string in here. And I can use that as less of like documentation for other developers and more for myself while developing. That might make sense. Okay, so we have text. Right. What is the text? The text is going to be the name of the tag. So if I go tag dot, right, that would just be tag dot name. Okay. So we have text. We have tag. We have the build. There's no link to this. I don't think I need an href. Oh. Oh, I probably wanted that to be a title, not a text. I don't think I need a capture if we click on it. Card type. Man, I forgot how complex I made this. Okay. I think that's it. So we want this to be a title maybe. Okay. So let's try that. Let's go to tags. You did not do anything. We have no errors. Did we get the tags? Yeah, we did get the tags. Okay, so we have these tags here. We have name you, name Axum. Okay, that's great. Oh, wait, did you actually no, you did not successfully rebuild. That's why. Non-exhaustive pattern covered. Match tag. Oh. That'd be in here, right? No. That's somewhere else then. Oh yeah, so no, source foundation tags. That's here. That should cover everything else, right? Did I forget to save you? I may have forgotten to save it. Okay. Card list. Oh, because card list is matching on a tag. So, oh, in the YCL. Okay, I do not know how I get into this state. I don't know what I do. I'm doing something. It's after I like make a mistake when I'm trying to do something. I like end up going into like a Vim command almost, but I somehow also cause that to go into like a Zellage, like do everything else. Also, why do I have this sync here? I must have the sync. Okay, the sync is the thing. I bet. Hold on. Let's Zellage sync. Firstly, it was way past your bedtime, but you have a great stream. You read a lot of you, and it's nice to see others writing that and seeing your thought patterns, how you design things holistically. Thank you so much for Spanish Pair. Have a great night, and yeah, I want to see. I want to chat with more you users as well because I feel like there's a lot of interesting things for us to sort of explore in this space. Okay, user guide. Can I search for sync? How can I sync input to multiple panes? You can toggle sync input to all panes in a tab with Control TS. Control TS. That puts me in search mode. I'm trying to do both at the same time. Still doing that. Okay, do I have to be like in pane mode? No. That puts me into search. Yeah. So clearly I can go into sync mode. Did it be in tab mode? Oh, yeah. Here it is. Tab, sync. Oh, I was doing control with the S. That's the problem. Okay. And now I fixed it. I fixed it. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, you Discord? Yeah, I'm on there and I chat there every once in a while. But for the most part, it's people sort of like chatting, asking for help. Yet I feel like the community is still sort of like figuring out things, and then maybe we can like talk about design patterns and other stuff later. I feel like we need more. Like I need to build more things with it before I get to some like advanced stuff. That's what I sort of feel. But I don't know. Maybe I'm there and I don't know it. Mimep, hello. How much do I use Chat GPT? How much do I use GPT-4? I assume you mean Chat GPT-4, right? While programming, I have not used it at all while programming. I log into it every once in a while and then I ask it some questions, but I haven't really used it for programming stuff. I've been thinking about I should apply for the API so I can use it for interesting things. I have been thinking about having it help me write copy, like text. because I think it's really good at that. Like maybe then I can sort of like change it around and sort of update it. But so far, I haven't really used it for like writing code. ChatGPT is only the super limited GPT-4 beta, but the API is at 8K context length currently. Oh, so you get a lot better. Oh, so I should definitely. Okay, so what you're telling me is that I should definitely sign up for that. Hold on, let me open AI. Let me just do it now before I forget. Where do I go to login? Every time, like I can never find the login for it. It's OpenAI login. There it is. Okay, it's platform. Yes, let me. This is fun. They're using Auth0 for this, or at least something that looks exactly like Auth0. Verify I'm a human. Okay. All right. Sign up for the ChatGPT 4 API waitlist. Okay. Organization ID. We need a valid organization ID found in your API account settings. Oh, okay. You can't figure that out? I'm literally logged in. Okay. How do I plan to use ChatGPT 4? Build a new product, maybe. Integrate into existing product, maybe. General exploration of capabilities, probably that one. Let's do that one. Are there specific ideas you're excited about to build with? Let's see. Help writing like course articles and exploring on live streams. Join the waitlist. Okay, so there he goes. I signed up for the API. Their website is scuffed, especially the UI. Well, maybe the AI can help rebuild it. ChatGPT is not good in Rust. I think it nicely writes Python, R, JavaScript, but not JS, but in Rust. I don't know. Didn't try GPT-4 though. It's yeah, if they don't have that much to train it on, then that would definitely cause issues. Definitely a skill to learn how to use. I would imagine that that's going to be like a big thing. Is like we're going to have AI wranglers essentially that like their main job is to convert business needs into communicating with a AI, which is, if you think about it, it's very similar to what we developers do right now, is convert business needs into an application. ChatGPT with the Instruct GPT Turbo is very prompt dependent. But GPT-4 is a level above and no one seems to be talking about it. Well, when I get access to the real one, we can like throw it in and do some playing around with it. We'll see how much I look through. I was actually looking through the OpenAI terms of service, and there's nothing saying I can't do any. There's nothing saying I can't. There is I have not found anything preventing me from using it on stream. They do ask that I sort of like verify stuff really quickly as soon as it comes out, because they're very concerned about it not being good. So that's a little bit concerning, but besides that, everything's, I think, fine. Okay, so we learned about that thing. That's fun. What was your thing? You're right here. Okay, so we have tag class. Um, I think that if we have tags unknown, you essentially just become an empty string. Okay, so you're happy here. You're still not happy here. Okay, what did I do? Pages tags, unused import. Consider using expected value found enum foundation tags. Oh, so yeah, I renamed this thing. Oh, Memep, subscribe with Prime. Thank you, Memep. Oh yeah, no problem. Like half the time on the stream, it's like, is us like answering questions, figuring things out. I enjoy doing that. I was a teacher in a classroom for a while, so like getting distracted on those tangents is part of the expected thing. Ironically, I still get more done here on stream than I do personally, but I think that's just a me thing. Okay, so I think what we're learning is that I need to not call you tags. I think, well, this is also like renaming the other one BB tags would be better. Let's do that. Let's just rename the other one BB tags. That's gonna be technically what we should do. So BB, and then really, if we're gonna be appropriate, it's BB tag. Okay, so if we do that, now we're gonna have several things upset at us. Card list. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna have a use statement. BB tag. Yes, I know. Move the hole. Don't need to do that. Yes, I know that. Sure. Am I missing a type parameter? Tags? Okay, here. BB tag. BB tag. Okay, so then all of these tags become BB tags. Okay? I think we can do our regular expression here. So substitute, I want tags, BB tag. Okay, and then you're fine. Okay. I did not save yet. Cards, okay. Pages cards. Okay, so here we have the same thing. Okay, so let's just do this. Replace all tags with BB tag. That would probably have been better right off the beginning. Success. Okay. Now you can remain tags, and you Oh, I didn't even pull it in here. That's right. So then you can now be BB tags. Okay, let's do BB. Oh, do you not? You can't find it? Oh, it's too bad. BB tag. Oh, oh, because I think I can do. Let's see. For this tag, I want to just do tag dot uh name into from string. It's not satisfied. Okay, so it has a from stir. So then I can do a what? No, as stir. Type annotations needed. Oh, for routable stuff. Even if I don't need that. Oh, gross. Where do I put that? Is that on new or is that over here? I don't remember anymore. It's probably with new. I can just do route in case I need it. Apparently not there. Okay, so I want. Let's get rid of you and put you here. There we go. Now you're upset that you're not being used. So we have the tag cards. All right. So that was just to create the tag cards. Now I need to literally only have a BB title. So let's do a BB container. Why can't you find that? Is it because do I have some other error in here? I have a bunch of warnings. Okay, now can I? Oh, it's probably because I have this like BB title in here. Okay, can I just change you? Oh, can I just do that? Then I want to do a. I'm trying to trick the Rust analyzer to help me out with in the macro, which like it's not happy with macros. So trying to figure out how to get it to like auto complete and import for me. There it goes. Okay, that's what I could do. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so Twisted Seed, hello. Also, I think I missed some others while you were in there. Oh yeah, while I was applying, I missed some chat. Sorry about that. So Rumil, hello. I responded to you, but then I didn't say hi to you. Cheese Azlu Pav, hello. Have I tried Leptos or Diaxis? If yes, how does it compare to you? I have not yet tried it. It's on my list. What I want to do, and I don't have like an official roadmap yet. I want to get this working. I want to get a course created and get that out into the community and get some people into it. See how like people like it. Sort of make some tweaks to it. While I'm getting that feedback, we can take a look at some stuff like Daxis or Leptos or literally anything else. Like there's so many things to look at. All right. Okay. And I said hi to you, Twisted Seed, I believe. One of the things I want to create is like a say hi little app that I can have like off on the side. Because when you come in, I see the message and then like half the time I'm like, did I say hi to you already? I don't remember. So like the first time in a stream that you say something, it should come into a list so I can like mark it off that I then said hi to you. Because otherwise I will forget. And that will be either weird with me constantly not saying hi to some people or me saying hi to people multiple times, which I've already done. Coming from VS Code to Vim, or I thinking of going back to VS Code. So my journey is actually really interesting. So I started with Vim when I was a sysadmin for 8 years, and I have 8 years of Vim experience, but it was vanilla Vim. So like I was not using any of these niceties that we have these days. Then I started learning programming and I went to Sublime Text, and then from Sublime Text I went to Atom, and then from Atom VS Code, and then back to Vim. So I don't know. Like I think I want to check out some of the other ones too, like Helix. And there's some of the other editors that I downloaded in my other profile that are like Rust based. Those might be really cool to check out and sort of like take a look at. I do like the idea of having everything in a terminal though, because I do like having like just having everything in here. Um, I kind of don't like the limitations that you get with the integrated terminals in in um in like VS Code or any of the other sort of editors. Okay, I want BB card list. Is that the router that it cares about? Okay. Card data. It's not satisfied. What are you upset? I built you. Okay. Bro, what are you? Are you a result? Oh, you're a map. Okay. I kind of need to turn you into I need to collect you. Um collect you into a vector of card data, I think is what you are. No, 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 no. BB card data. There it is. BB card data with the routes. Oh my, it's just like prevalent in there. Okay, so that makes you happy. So we're still missing stuff. Um Insu. Oh man, I keep on forgetting about I could just do the unknown thing. Let's try that. I keep on like thinking, oh, it's type system. I need to like give it the right type. And then like, well, let me give it the right type. If I do that, oh yeah, it totally works. It totally figures it out. Okay, so this needs to be card title level. I think we can give these. Okay, so this will be card title level. Uh, then this will be a title BB title level 2. Okay. You're happy. You're compiled. Hey, look at this. We have 2 tags here. Okay, so here's our tags. They're very large in this. I don't know if I really need a course list quite like this. Maybe I need to like update it so I like have like just a really small one, but okay, technically it's fine. That doesn't have any color. Do I have where was that? That was there was some card list somewhere to give me what the colors was. Was it card list? Oh yeah, like this. Okay. Oh, we don't have okay, so we have Node, Yew, and Rust. Oh, we don't have an Axum one. Okay, well let's fix that. All right. So one thing I've learned, although I haven't set up shortcuts for it, we can do a split. I keep on trying to do to the right, but that doesn't work. Okay, so that just splits horizontally. I was able to. Oh, it's like a V split, isn't it? Okay. Well, anyways, we'll exit out of this. Let's do a tags. I kind of want to put unknown at the top. Throw Axum in there. Okay, Axum, self, Axum. Okay, so then I can X out of there, and then with you, BB tag Axum, text BG Axum. That's the class that's going to be added on. Oh, I need to rebuild over here to have it take effect. So if we take a look at you, you probably have a, yeah, there it goes. A text BG Axum here. But we don't have a custom background. There it is, BB style. Okay, so we need a BB. What are these called? Oh, a text BG. So text BG. Oh nope, found it. So here's my course cards. So I want 5 of these. Okay, so background image. This is a gradient. I have this as dark green. Axum still doesn't have a Axum doesn't have a logo or color like code. It doesn't really have anything, which is unfortunate. I can make this just like oh wait. I can make it okay, so we need to go to now where these are. Okay, so this is where these are being set up. I kind of want to just set this up as like color axum. Okay, so if I do color axum dark, it'll be the same as the Yew one, which is okay for right now, but we can fix that later. I need to go back to here. Okay, so this is gonna be change until hold on. Change until you. Color axum. Oh, I can go from light to dark, I guess, in this one. So we'll do the opposite. So color axum dark. Okay. Need to make sure that I have some kind of like linter or something for this. Otherwise, it keeps on failing to save. All right, let's head back to here, resave. And now we should have colors. It's pretty subtle, but here it's like dark to light, and now here's light to dark. But it's very, very similar in colors. But okay, so we have that. That's great. Next up, I have the tag here. Let's say I want to create. I guess I probably want to. I want to be able to CRUD these tags, right? So I want to be able to create them. I want to be able to update them, delete them, rename them. So let's say create. As an author, I should have a create somewhere around here. I'm thinking I do a title for this. Oh, with a create tag over on the side. That might work. So in card list, I wish. Okay, right here. I wish I could see the list of things, the properties coming in, but there's. I could. Okay, I bet we can fix that. So in card list, this is the builder. I don't care about that. I want the card list itself. Okay. Here's a card list itself. I'm curious. So if I create a documentation for this, so if we say something like card list, we have maybe required. Maybe I just do props. I don't think that I can do a test here, like a proper test, because I don't know if I could run it headless. Like Rust is gonna freak out when it tries to like compile it and build it. I think we can try. So if I do something like this, and I say, I want to create them, I probably need to like pull in like so like use Yew prelude star. It's so unhappy with this. Not unsurprising either. Sylvie, hi, come in, come on. Don't stand there in the dark. Come over here. Okay, so if I use prelude, I want hi. Are you gonna jump up? Come here. No, don't want to jump up. Just want to hang out just out of reach. Okay. Never mind. You do want to come. Okay, so what are we doing? What are we thinking of? If I do Yew prelude, I can then do the I need the prop. Wait a second, it's not Yew prelude. Is it Yew prelude? I kind of need Yew prelude to use this, don't I? So I need to like create. It doesn't need to use properties like that. It needs like to use the use builder. Hi, Zilby. Very helpful. Okay, you want to. Okay, I'm curious. Like, if I compile this, do I see it over here? Oh, look at that! I did the sync again. It's sync. Turn that off. I know how to turn that off right away now. Okay, so save you. Okay. Oh, do I not get help? It says BB card list. I was really hoping that documentation that I wrote, that doc line, would show up here. Where I have this BB card list. But it doesn't. Oh no. Okay. Did it like somehow forget to save you? No. No. Do that. Save. Let's just resave you. Okay, you saved successfully. Oh, okay. So I was kind of hoping that Rust Analytics would show me that documentation that I wrote here. But I wonder if it doesn't because... Oh, this is on the props. That might be why. Hold on, let's try this somewhere else. Let's do delete. Let's put this on the component. Okay, I was hoping that that would work. That it would show me the documentation for this component that we have here. But unfortunately, I think because there's a lot of fun stuff going on with macros, it's not able to figure it out, because I think normally it would show up there, but maybe you doesn't. It can't deal with that. I wonder if there's a macro to put in docs in there. So discoverability in Yew for like what the properties are is really not great right now. Okay, so for the card title list, I can have a title, which is an option, and then I can have an action. Okay, so then I can have an action, which is just a string. So let's do action equals maybe, let's say create, action will be create tag. I need a title. Title equals tags. Oh, okay. Thought that would then make it show up over there. Okay. I'm still in tab mode. Okay. Card title, title. Okay, so title level, um, action, on action. Don't need it more. How does it know to show? Okay, so the action is just a string, right? Okay, so if the props title is something, which I then set it to be something, so that should be fine. Then we have a section header. I'm cloning the action in. Otherwise, do nothing. Okay. That should be fine. So you're unhappy over there. Oh, you literally have nothing. Okay. Action create tag. Okay. How did I do this? So I built a few of these over here. So I have this like show all here. So in featured courses, okay, so this is in cards, I think. So pages, cards. So we have our card data, card title level, icon title. Oh, more is true. Interesting. So maybe I need more is true too. That's what it was. Okay. So more is true there, and that shows it. Why do we have different methods of tree traversal, such as pre-order, in-order, post-order? Why would you choose one over the other? I guess like the why we have them is because uh like depending upon if the data is ordered in a tree or not, it sometimes can be like much faster to go in like one direction versus the other. If you have a binary search tree and it's like actually set up that way, then I don't know if there's any reason to like search through it in any other method than, well, the standard binary search. But if you don't know where your data is, then I don't know, like, I don't know if it makes sense. And at that point, it's probably just like, just choose one. But that being said, I don't really use trees that often in like my programming, so I don't know. And I don't know why I would choose one over the other unless I knew which one was better. But if I'm just throwing things into the tree and I don't care, then I don't know. I don't know which one I would choose. So that's my unfortunate answer is I don't know. Sorry about that. I wish that I could still have the reward requests in line in here. Can I put that? No, that opens up a new page. It used to be they could have as a tab in the dashboard. Now it opens up a completely new window, which is not what I wanted. Also, Bolfer's dad. Hello. You're just revising for the exam tomorrow, and it requires you to know how to traverse trees in different methods, but you don't see the point of having different methods for it. Yeah, it's the problem with teaching computer science and like programming for real is I don't really run into problems where I need trees that often. I think I used a tree once in real life, and that was building the game where I was. Wait, was that even a tree? No, it wasn't even a tree. It was just a bunch of hash map. Okay, so it was hash maps with coordinates. So never mind. It wasn't. That wasn't even a tree. So I don't know. Like I'm trying to think of like when I built a tree myself. I would sometimes use algorithms or data structures that I think built trees behind the scenes for me, but I'm completely unaware of that. Like I don't need to care about it. So for example, HTML, that's like all tree stuff. But I don't need to worry about that in any way whatsoever. And so when we're like, hey, get me this node, it's doing some kind of traversal to find the node in HTML, but I'm not caring about that myself because it's like 2 layers of abstraction deep. You've used trees often in your programming, but they're always binary trees because you always use them to translate some pre-ordered data you already have. Binary search is all that it's needed here. I could see that being helpful. I can also see trees being really helpful in what is it called? There's a database for like graphs, like of GraphDB. That could be really helpful to use trees to sort of like manipulate or like plan what to throw into a database, maybe even creating an in-memory database. But then again, it might just be a binary search tree, like you're saying. And then you have to rebalance it every once in a while. But yeah, I don't know. I do mostly web dev, like for my day job. And I've done some game dev here, but even my game dev, I've done like more ECS type stuff, which wasn't really trees. It's more of like objects and just a bunch of arrays, a bunch of vectors. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not the best person to ask for that, unfortunately. Maybe someday we'll learn more about it. All right. So I'm looking through here. I really don't like the look of this. I am unhappy with like how big these course tags are. And I don't know if I want like a card. So a card is supposed to be like this big thing that has lots of data. I just want to be like a simple like list. I don't like this. Let's go take a look at, I don't think I have any lists whatsoever. Any normal lists. Let's go take a look at so I have a lot of Bootstrap behind the scenes. Let's go see what options we have. There's data tables that we could create. So I could just create a table for this. Have like tag. With a name. I can have like maybe a color in there. I don't know if I care that much about it. This might be better to do just a simple table. Because I can use this as eventually a search where you can go to tags as a non-author, and instead of creating and like creating tags, maybe you can search through tags. We can do that. So maybe I want that. Maybe I want a data table. I don't think this considers an idea of like what a table would look like. Okay. So let's I think that's the direction we're gonna go. Is I am going to create a table for the tags. Okay, so which means we're gonna come back over here. Let's go in. I don't think do we have a pages data? We have like pages content. That might be close enough. There's a lot of stuff in here though. Let's project let's create pages tables. Okay, so I'm probably gonna want a container. Let's give ourselves a nice margin. Container margin, normal. We can give ourselves a title in here. And we'll align it centered. Okay, so you should be relatively happy here. I need to add you to the routes. Okay, my naming my naming scheme is all over the place with this. That's fine. Okay, so we have that. And then I want to go to app. I think it was app. No, it's not app. Oh, it's home. Home. Here it goes. I do have, so those are cards that I have, and these are cards with routes in them. So this is going to be tables. Tables. Link to that. Okay, so we come over here. Head back home. Here's our tables. And here we go. Okay, so some nice tables. We can now essentially, because we're in Yew, I don't have access to some nice design tools like, what is it called? There's that one tool that allows you to like build your components in the web app there and sort of like play around with it and then sort of like get the documentation and export it out. I don't have access to that. So I have to kind of like do this as building the things I'm going to use elsewhere here inside the component library. Okay, so tables. I want a simple table to show off the tags that we have. I don't care about the ID of the tag. I care about the name of the tag. And that's really it. I probably also care about the color that the tag's gonna be. Do I really? Probably not. I just care about the name of the tag. And that's it. Maybe later on I care about, because I actually imagine this being used as like, okay, here's a list of the tags, and here's like a link to all the courses, or maybe even all the articles tagged with that. Maybe just courses. Like here's a link to the courses. That could be good. So if let's see, my time's up, but let's see if we can do like one quick thing. Let's get the beginning of a table going on here. That would be probably an elements. And create a table. What? How did I change that? Okay, for you, you're absolutely going to have properties. Okay, so we're going to properties, partial equal. We're going to have data. I won't worry about what exactly that is right now. That's a Thursday problem for me. We have our function component. It's going to be a BB table. Kind of nice to give it a type. Kind of nice to give it the right type. Okay. Then HTML macro. Okay, so if we look at this example from Bootstrap, we just want table class table. We probably need a T head. So if I just throw this in here, so let's just copy you and throw you in there. You are so unhappy. Why are you unhappy? Oh yeah, okay. Well, that will do it. So let's first fix all of you. Okay, you're kind of okay now there. Ooh, I need something to like be able to easily wrap stuff with. That would be nice. Oop, nope. I don't think I have. Wait, can I do that? I think I've tried. Can I do something like? No, that doesn't work at all. Yeah, I need either create a shortcut or a function or something to like easily wrap, or find a library that does this for me. Because this is too slow. All right, so that makes you happy. You still have this problem. Okay. Almost done with that. Okay. You're happy here. So then I should now be able to immediately use you, and then we'll get this as the table. Okay, so let's go back to pages tables. So we have this tables. I don't necessarily have another one to use. We'll just do this. BB table. There we go. Save you. And there we go. Okay, so we have a nice table. It's not center aligned, but I don't necessarily know if I need to. Well, actually, it is kind of center aligned. These lines underneath it go all the way to the end. So that's centered part. Everything in here is left aligned in their respective columns, but that's probably fine. So I need a way to do dynamic columns. So I can have like dynamic columns of like the name of the tag and like maybe the number of courses that are in the tag, or maybe just like a list of the courses. That'd be nice too. But we could just do like the number of tags, and then maybe we just start with a table, which is going to be the just the names, and I'll figure out something else that sort of goes on to that later. All right, but that's all going to be later because I have to head off to my day job now. So tomorrow is Wednesday. Wednesdays I usually head into the office. So I'm not going to stream in the morning. I have to. It's getting to the point where I might be able to start riding my bike into the office again, which is really nice. I'm looking forward to it. It's been snowy and icy here, so hopefully it's better weather. Like today, it was above freezing when I woke up, which is nice. So tomorrow I'll be off. I'll be doing my day job stuff all day, and then Thursday morning we'll be back 7 a.m. Mountain Time. We'll continue working on this, getting the table set up, sort of like here the way we want it to, and then we will move that in and put it into the app so we can create the tag or just update the tags and go from there. All right. Well, with that, thank you everybody for hanging out with me today. And I hope that you all have a great rest of your day and see you next time. Bye.